guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another music favourites video, and this month is January, obviously. Didn't really have to tell you that bit. Welcome back guys, I'm really excited to film this video. You know that I love filming my music favourites because I get to talk about music, which is one of my favourite things to talk about, and I have some different kind of music to talk about this month. My music's slightly shifted, or not really shifted, but I've just injected some new kinds of bands in, so that should be really fun to talk about. And I've got loads and, well, not loads, but I've got quite a few gigs planned for the next coming months up until April. So I'm going to give you a list of those and a list of a couple of albums that have recently come out to listen to as well. So let's get on with it. So as always, on my Spotify, Rachel Hatley, you can go and follow my January favourites playlist. I make a new monthly playlist every month with all the songs that I've talked about in my music favourites videos. So if you like any of the songs or want to give any of the songs that I mentioned a listen, or any of the previous ones, then you can always go and check that out. It will just come up, January favourites playlist, and you can give it a listen. It's on public, so you'll be able to see that. And let's do a rundown of the songs that are in there now. Starting off with another song by Crywank. Now, I talked about this, I don't know if it's one guy or a band, but I talked about them last month as well. I've really gotten into them, and I wanted to talk about their song, Song for a Guilty Sadist. I absolutely have fallen in love with this song this month. It's kind of like a weird song if you listen to the lyrics. Well, I think it's quite beautiful actually, but a lot of people I think would think it's quite weird because it's basically about how his girlfriend wants him to be a bit more dominant in the bedroom and he feels like he's hurting her. If you give the song a listen, you'll probably understand it better than I could ever explain it, but I think the guitar in it is just so beautiful, and the way he sings it, and the lyrics are extremely, like, just calming, and it really shines like a new light on how guys feel about that stuff. And I don't know, it was just really lovely to listen to, and I've really been listening to it a lot this month. Give it a listen if you haven't already. The second song is by Trophy Eyes. I probably am a little bit late on the bandwagon with this one, but I've kind of only just recently got into them, and their song Heaven Sent. I've had this song in my head literally all month. I've been absolutely obsessed with it, and I absolutely love it. I love it, and it's just been in my head the whole time. It's really catchy. It starts off, his voice is quite smooth and like quite gentle, and then he gets a bit more shouty and a bit more passionate, and I just love the lyrics again, and it's just been a song that's been on repeat pretty much the whole of January. The next song is by a band that you might not know, because this band actually posted a few things on Tumblr, and I messaged them saying that I had been listening to their music, and I think they're extremely small and pretty new. They've probably been doing it for a few years, but I think they've only just started to make a name for themselves. And I messaged them on Tumblr saying, I've absolutely been loving your music. Would you mind if I spoke about it in my YouTube video? Because I know that some startup bands don't always want to be talked about on certain social media. So I gave them a message, and they said that that was absolutely amazing if I could. This isn't sponsored, they haven't paid me to do this, but I just really wanted to talk about them because I've really been loving their music. And the band is called Welcome Home, and go and give them a listen. I think they've got like a EP coming out soon or something like that. Go check them out. They have a Tumblr, they have other social media outlets that you can go listen to them. And they have music on Spotify, so that's really handy. And the song I wanted to talk about was Stature. That's probably the one I've been loving the most, and if you want to go listen to it, definitely do, because it's just, if you like the kind of music that I listen to, then I think you'll probably like this as well. And they are quite unique, and they're a little bit different. They're a really good band to just give a listen to. The next band is a band that's been around for ages now, and I'm super late on the bandwagon for this one, but it's the band Bon Iver. Obviously I've known about this band for years, but I've just only recently got round to listening to them. I remember when Birdie did a cover of Skinny Love, and I was absolutely obsessed with that cover, and I never even thought to listen to the original band that wrote the song. So it's only recently that I've been doing that. And I've just absolutely been in love with the song Perth. That's been my favourite. I've absolutely loved that song. It's so relaxing. The melody in the background is just beautiful. And they're kind of like one of those bands, a little bit, not like Bears Den, but along those lines where they're very calming to listen to and very peaceful, a little bit, oh, just so relaxing and calming, and really one of those bands where you can just lay in bed and play the whole album and fall asleep to it in a good way, and it's just beautiful. The next band I wanted to give a shout out to is wstr. They've recently released an album, which I'll talk about after this, but I wanted to talk about the song Featherweight because that's off their new album. I've absolutely been loving it. The album came out yesterday, which was January 20th. It's been absolutely amazing. It's got such good reviews already. Everybody's talking about it, so go give it a listen if you can. And I've loved their old stuff for quite a while, like that song Graveyard. I absolutely love that song. It's brilliant. So I've just been really excited that they've had a new album out and creating more music for me to listen to. The next band is Wallflower. I talked about them in my November-December favourites. I saw them support Boston Manor when I went to go see them, and I'm actually planning on seeing them again supporting a band called Decade. So that should be really good. I can't wait to see them again. They're fantastic live. And the song I wanted to talk about is their new one. Now I know I'm going to butcher this because it's in French, so I think it's Meo Quero May. It might not even be French, that could be Spanish. Who knows? It's an amazing song. Go give it a listen. It is so fantastic, and I absolutely love everything that Wallflower do. They're so like classic grungy and almost a little bit 90s, but like a modern version. They're fantastic. Like the way they've done it, the way they put their music together is just brilliant, and just go give them a listen if you haven't already, because they really are worth listening to. And even if you don't listen to this kind of music, I think you could definitely warm up to them. The next band is another one that's been around for quite some time that I've only just jumped on the bandwagon with, and that's, how do you even say it? Sigur. You might know the song Hoppipolla. Basically, they made their own language and they sing in their own language, which is pretty awesome, but obviously nobody has any idea what they're saying. But the music's so beautiful that doesn't even matter, and it kind of works that you don't know what they're saying. It's pretty beautiful if you listen to their music. The song that they play on the Planet Earth trailer, if you live in the UK, you might know about Planet Earth, the TV show with David Attenborough. The trailer for that, they wrote that song, so it's so beautiful. You'll probably know that one. That's their most famous one, so even if you don't think that you know the band, you probably already do. They're absolutely beautiful. Another one where you can just lie in bed and fall asleep to their music because it's so relaxing and so calming. The next band I wanted to talk about is Microwave. Now I'm supposed to be seeing them support someone too. Who are they supporting? I'm seeing somebody that Microwave are supporting, so I will be seeing them in the next couple of months. I can't remember who it is now, but I've absolutely been loving their song Stovall. I've only recently listened to this band, and it's only because I'm going to be seeing them soon that I've started listening to them, but they're absolutely brilliant. Like, I already love them so much, and I've literally only been listening to them like a week and a half, so I had to put them in my January favourites because they're kind of one of those bands that's really like crept up and kind of surprised me, and I've just been loving listening to their music and I can't wait to see them. The next song is by the band Counterparts. I'm sure most of you have heard of them. Again, I'm a little bit late with this one, and it's their song Witness. I've absolutely been loving it. I've had it in my head pretty much the whole of January as well, and I just can't get it out of my head. It's so good. I absolutely love it. It is a bit of a screamy song, but I personally like that, and I just think it's brilliant. And pretty much every Counterpart song has made it into my revolving door of music, if you will. And the last band I wanted to talk about was Sundara. I think they came out with a new album this month as well. I didn't write the date down for that one, but I know that they were playing at Kingston, and I missed getting tickets, which I'm really bummed about now because I've actually kind of like really got into them now. But I've been loving their song Flame. I think that's their newest release of the album. I hope I'm correct about that, because otherwise this is going to sound silly, but either way, it's been playing on the radio loads. If you listen to Radio 1, they've been loving it. So that's what I love about Radio 1, is it plays chart music, but they just throw a few bangers from my end in there as well. So go and give that a listen. It's really fantastic. I've known about Sundara for quite some time now, I'd say. Actually, one of my videos, what is this hair doing? One of my videos from ages ago, it must be like a year and a half ago now, actually has a Sundara Karma song in it. So see if you can find it. I can't even remember. I think it was one of my vlogs from ages and ages ago. But so I've known about them for quite some time, but they're really starting to make a name for themselves now, and go and listen to them if you haven't already. Okay guys, that finishes it for my music favourites portion. I'm just going to quickly let you know the gigs that I will be at this month and, well, in the next coming months. So I'm seeing the Hunter next week at Shepherd's Bush on the 26th of January. Let me know if you're going. I am seeing With Confidence with support from Broadside at the Camden Underworld on the 24th of February. I'm seeing Basement. I cannot believe how quickly those two London shows sold out. Within 24 hours they sold out those two shows. I was amazed. I'm so proud of them. And I actually had to add another London show because there was such demand for it. So I'm seeing Basement at Bush Hall on the 3rd of March, and I'm seeing the rescheduled Real Friends tour. That was supposed to be in, I have the ticket up there, when was that supposed to be? Friday the 9th of December. It got moved to April 16th, so I will be there at the Electric Ballroom with support from, it was going to be Knuckle Puck, but now it's changed to Can't Swim, which is fantastic because I saw Can't Swim support Boston Manor and they were amazing, and I mentioned them in my last monthly favourites as well, so I can't wait to see them again. Albums out this month. wstr released an album yesterday, which was the 20th of January, called Red, Green and In Between. Absolutely amazing. That's the one everyone is talking about. As It Is has released Okay, I think that was yesterday as well. Absolutely fantastic. And Lower Than Atlantis will be releasing an album February 3rd. And there's tons more albums being released, but those are the three that I could remember and I jotted down quickly. But I know that there's loads more. Like I said, I think Sundara Karma came out with an album last week, or it's coming out this week. So go and give all of those a listen. Go and find new music and expand your mind. Thanks for watching guys, give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more music and fashion videos from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!